Hey everybody, this is Joseph Oakley of Stoegele Films. I'm the co-writer, the director, and the creator of the new slasher sensation Specimen 6, which will be out here very soon. I wanted to do a little bit of an update for everybody, plus kind of give you a little something else. So as far as Specimen 6 goes, as far as our backers go and everything like that, I want everybody to know things are still underway. They're still being edited. At this point, I'm about 90% done. After this weekend, I anticipate being 98% done with all the editing. I just need to add a bit sound here and there, so don't worry. I know we're a little behind on the editing and the world, things like that. A lot of personal stuff kind of happened along the way, so I really do truly apologize about all that stuff. Hopefully everybody is doing well out there in the world. Things seem to be picking up. Things are still a little crazy here or there, but I'm hoping everybody is being healthy and happy and all that stuff. For the meantime, tomorrow we usually have our Joe and Mariana No Country for Us podcast, but we won't be having that tomorrow because Mariana has a predilection towards eating sushi, and she really loves free sushi. So she realized that like you can get a lot of free sushi out of dumpsters, and I keep telling her you shouldn't do that because you're gonna get sick. So unfortunately, she did it again. So she's not feeling all that great, so we won't be filming a new episode for tomorrow, but I will have a couple, not so much reviews, but what I like to say is Stoegele Films favorites. And so today I want to do a little bit of one of my favorite things, just to give that to you, and then tomorrow we'll have something else for you as well. So today I want to cover one of my favorite superhero franchises. Now it seems like kind of strange because it's so long ago and it's like, is it really a franchise? But there's more than one movie, and there's been comic books, and there's been toys, so technically it is a franchise, I believe. So today I want to tell you about one of my favorite things, and that would be Darkman and the Darkman movies. So Darkman is about Dr. Peyton Westlake, who plays this dude that kind of comes across, or the mob kind of comes across him wrong, and they end up trying to kill him by blowing him up in this explosion. But what ends up happening is in the explosion, it ends up like disconnecting and burning him but disconnecting all the pain sensors and driving him insane. And so the fact that he can't feel pain very much really means that he can overextend himself. So it almost seems like he's super strong and he has enhanced reflexes. And I think there's some chemicals and stuff that end up mixing in there to kind of enhance that. And so, but he ends up not dying. He comes back. And he goes out to get revenge on the mob, and he ends up being able to disguise himself because he creates this fake skin. It was what he was working on before, kind of like artificial skin for burn victims and such. So it just happens that he ends up becoming a burn victim, and the problem is that the artificial skin that he comes up with only lasts so many hours when you're out if you're out in the sunlight. It increases the fact that the artificial skin breaks down. So he has only so long each time to put like a fake a mask on to make him look like somebody else to go out and try to get that revenge. It's super cool. It's one of the coolest looking superheroes of all time. He actually kind of looks like a supervillain, but he's a superhero. So this is a Sam Raimi film, and Sam Raimi, from my understanding, originally wanted to do The Shadow, but he was unable to get the rights to The Shadow to do it, and so he ended up coming up with his own superhero. And there's some beautiful artwork right here. And so, anyway, the fact that they made more than just this one movie. They made a 2 and a 3, and I enjoy 2 and 3. They're fun movies. They're not a great film like this. So Darkman, the first one, has all those Sam Raimi kind of staples where the camera is very inventive, moving around. Darkman, when he's going crazy, has these moments where he's just really losing his mind, and you have all this like cool in-camera work that happens. So part 2 and part 3 kind of focus. They don't have Liam Neeson come back as Darkman. They end up having. I always end up forgetting his name. It's that Larry. The Return of Darkman 2: The Return of Durant has Renee O'Connor, who's one of my favorites. Part 3 has Jeff Fahey. I always forget who the dude's name is that actually plays Darkman. Oh, Arnold Vosloo. He's actually really cool. He plays a good Darkman, but he's definitely no Liam Neeson in the role. And part two and three, it's more kind of the same. So part two is the Return of Durant, which is the bad guy mobster from the first one, and Durant is well. I don't want to give away what happens in the first one, but in part two, it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense how he came back, but he came back. Part three has Jeff Fahey, who's one of my favorite actors. He's in Lawnmower Man, if you've ever seen that. He actually plays a really interesting. He kind of plays Darkman, also kind of plays it and plays the mobster. It's because you're doing the face swap thing. So there's a lot of interesting acting that goes on. Anyhow, I really enjoy the Darkman movies. There's some cool comic books as a filmmaker, I had this. I always thought it'd be really cool if Darkman would kind of become more of a open universe superhero thing because Sam Raimi has other characters that he's done in other TV shows. There was this one called Mantis back in the '90s about this scientist that is a paraplegic. He ends up building this suit, this super suit, kind of like an Iron Man suit, makes it so he can walk, and he has like a cool cave that he ends up is a secret lair, and he has somebody that helps him, and that's one of the coolest shows. So unfortunately, it was only on for less than a season. I thought it'd be so cool if there's a Mantis and a Darkman crossover. That'd be something I'd want to see, or at least in a comic book sometime. Anyway, so yeah, that's the one of my favorite things. I just want to throw that out there with that little update. So please come back here for more stuff. And if anybody has any questions about Specimen 6, when that's coming out, what the progress is, hit me up. I will give you all the details, and I will tell you everything that's been going on behind the scenes and tell you exactly what I'm doing to get that product out to you, because I really can't wait for you people to see it. It's been this long labor of love for the last year. I've nearly killed myself many times trying to get this thing done. Anyhow, I hope everybody's feeling well, and I'll talk to you soon. You take care of yourselves. All right, bye.